We have known about corruption in the audit industry for a long time. Back in July of 2012, I chaired a hearing, and matter of fact, Thea Lee was there representing the AFL-CIO on this very issue. We also heard at that hearing from Li Qiang, the founder of China Labor Watch, who testified as to the audits. He said not only are the audits conducted in China ineffective, but he said that, quote, they are actually corrupt. He went on through many examples of how auditors for corporations such as Apple ignored unfavorable facts, such as with regards to inadequate worker safety processes. He gave several examples of the bribing of auditors so that auditors' reports would not require the investment of millions in improving conditions in factories and in plants. Today, using the fig leaf that audits provide, corporations seek to convince consumers, regulators, and perhaps even their own consciences that their supply chains are clean and compliant with U.S. law, including the provisions of the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act and Section 301 of the Trade Act, both of which prohibit the importation of goods made with forced labor. In a nutshell, however, as our witness Scott Nova will testify, quote, social auditing in practice involves giving unqualified people inadequate time to pursue an unrealistic objective they have no incentive to achieve, close quote. In a country such as the People's Republic of China, where independent labor unions do not exist, social controls prevent the free exchange of information, and recently passed national security laws make the disclosure of information that portrays China in a bad light a national security offense. Social audits are particularly laughable. But beyond aiding and abetting the human rights abuses that forced labor entails, companies whose supply chains are tainted also undercut American manufacturers at home, such as the textile industry, whose ability to produce quality goods at an affordable price is undercut by importers who drive costs down by essentially utilizing slave labor. Such labor may come from prisons in the Chinese Laogai system or from Uyghurs detained in so-called vocational skills education and training centers, or otherwise assigned by poverty alleviation through labor transfer programs to toil elsewhere in China. These corporations profit from the sweat of the brow of Uyghurs and other labor abuses victims in China, while beggaring their fellow Americans seeking to earn a decent wage in factories in the United States.